Hello and welcome our viewers into a new episode of your show around Kuwait, where we shed the light on the most recent events and also focusing on the trending occasions. Of course, I'm your host Abdulatif Lanizi, and today I'm glad to be a co-host for the first time with my colleague Rita. Good evening, Rita.
Good evening, Abdulatif. Of course, I'm really glad to be hosting with you this evening finally on Around Kuwait. And good evening, dear viewers. As you are used to, we have a lot of great content this evening. And of course, we always explore anything and everything happening here in Kuwait. So, Abdulatif, we have a lot of great events and initiatives to be talking about this evening.
Yes, here in Kuwait, we have actually really a huge amount of events. But in our show, we can talk about only three of it, where we have three headlines. And for the first one, we have the Tech Revolution, Kuwait's annual AI, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity forum. It's really interesting topics, and it's one of the most important topics that we can discuss about. Where we have the second topic also, it is.
That's right. So the second topic is going to be about Abdurrahman Al-Adwani transforming disabilities into inclusive narratives. So lately, Abdulatif, we're seeing a lot of scenarios about inclusivity in Kuwait, which I'm really loving.
It was. I think it's one of the topics that we're also excited about to talk about and to highlight on this event.
Definitely.
Where we have also for the third topic, a space museum exploration in Kuwait's cosmic adventure. It is unveiled. It's a real topic, and it's something that I'm really excited to talk about. Of course, we're going to jump into the first topic, but after this report. So for you, our viewers, stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Hello dear viewers and welcome. I'm Nasser Burshed and I'm at the AI and Cybersecurity GCC Forum organized by the American International University. Today we have a lot of speakers and we would love to go and see the event, and then after that we're gonna take some questions. So without further ado, we'll go in and we'll be right back.
In a groundbreaking event, the Communication and Information Technology Regulatory Authority orchestrated the annual Artificial Intelligence and Cybersecurity GCC Forum. The conference served as a nexus for technological visionaries and experts to converge, showcasing the imminent future of technology.
It's my pleasure today to participate in this conference that regarding the artificial intelligence and cybersecurity, which is attractive area, honestly. My lecture was about describe the relation between cybersecurity and artificial intelligence, which it's split to three main categories. First category is how to use the artificial intelligence to improve the security system. The second one, how to use the artificial intelligence to secure the hacking system or hacking tools. And the third, how to discover the vulnerabilities of AI system.
Her captivating talk amazed the audience on the ever-expanding role of artificial intelligence in bolstering cyber defenses. Following this, the spotlight shifted to Dr. Msaad Al-Razougi, the distinguished president of the Kuwait Society for Science, Technology and Innovation. Dr. Al-Razougi's address was centered around the transformative power of artificial intelligence. He explained how AI is shaping industries, from healthcare to finance, and propelling the global community into an era of unparalleled innovation.
So the AI and Cybersecurity GCC Forum, hosted by American International University in partnership with Citra, is a really exciting event, mostly because we're welcoming guests from all across the world and experts in the artificial intelligence and cybersecurity fields. Here, we have a chance to learn about best practices and the next generation of artificial intelligence. So we're really excited about the great minds that have come together, not only to impare their wisdom on us, but also for the wonderful networking opportunities.
One notable highlight was the unveiling of cutting-edge technologies that are poised to redefine the technological landscape. From AI-driven threat detection systems to innovative solutions for data privacy, the showcased innovations left attendees in awe of the possibilities that lie ahead.
In the talk, I also try to provide some examples of how we can start seeing AI enhance the operations of our enterprises, whether they are in the retail sector, for example, how we can have our inventory or our staffing or even hiring our people being much more efficient and faster. The same applies in other sectors, whether in logistics or beyond.
The forum concluded with a sense of collective optimism about the trajectory of technology. Participants left with a profound understanding of the inseparable link between artificial intelligence and cybersecurity, recognizing the imperative to leverage advancements in one domain to fortify the other. As the AI and Cybersecurity GCC Forum came to an end, it left an indelible mark on the attendees. The shared vision of a secure, AI-driven future resonated, inspiring a commitment to collective endeavors that will propel the Gulf Cooperation Council into the vanguard of global technological progress.
Really interesting event, very wonderful lecture, wonderful speakers. I learned a lot. I hope you did too. So back to you guys at the studio.
Dear viewers, we are back from this report, and of course we're going to begin with our first topic for this evening, which is about an event that happened to do with AI and cybersecurity. Of course, we all know by now that we should be taking care of our cybersecurity as all our information is online, and that, Abdulatif,
Exactly.
AI is part of our lives now.
And with that, the AI, the artificial intelligence, we are really dependent on it for a huge amount of time, a huge amount of our information, personal information, where you can have your personal ID, even your driver's license ID, you can have
That's
it
right.
on the internet. And of course, with that, we need to increase the security with the cybersecurity and with the AI. So with that, the Kuwait Society for Technological and Information Authority, they have to make this forum, these initiatives for the GCC Forum, orchestrated by the Communication and Information Technology Regulatory
Yes.
Authority. Stood as a groundbreaking event, it brought together a technological visionaries and experts showcasing the eminent future of technology. As its development, we need to be always keeping up to date with it.
That's absolutely right, Abdulatif. I agree with you. AI is definitely everywhere now. Students are using it when it comes to their assignments in
Yes.
school, apparently, which is very interesting and exciting, and also at university. Also, businesses now are trying to incorporate AI when it comes to how their office functions. So I
They
think
already
it's
did.
really great to understand AI
Yes.
and be with the movement, not against it. I know a lot of people are scared when new things are introduced.
Yes, when new things, as it's first, when we saw the AI, the artificial intelligence, when it comes like with the digital assistant that you can find on your phone, either it's going to be with iOS or Android
Yes.
phones, you will find that there is an AI assistant. Before it wasn't an AI upgraded, but now it is. So the people were afraid about that.
Yes.
If it wasn't for this forum, we wouldn't have this remarkable technology if we didn't know what it is capable of.
That's
But
right.
of course, it's been limited with amount of information, and it's been limited with amount of security. So you will be secured. You don't need to be afraid about the new things,
Exactly.
because before it's been upgraded and it's been published to the public, the security with this artificial intelligence, it's already been limited with that. And of course, for this event itself, Dr. Safa Zaman, president of the Kuwait Association for Information Security, took this stage as the keynote speaker. Her captivating talk emphasizes the permanent importance of fortifying digital ground against the evolving cybersecurity threats.
That's
With
right.
every advantage, there's disadvantage. Cybersecurity is a good thing, but sometimes it becomes a little bit of a threat.
Of course, Abdulatif. And we need those kind of keynote speakers to really help us understand what's happening with cybersecurity as well as what's happening with AI. And I think she really did amaze the audience with everything she spoke about.
She did.
But another keynote speaker, Dr. Saad Derzougi, president of Kuwait Society for Science, Technology and Innovation, actually, Abdulatif, shared his vision of the transformative power, we can say, of AI and how it could really start shaping industries from healthcare and all the way to even finance.
Yes.
So I think it's very interesting how it's really integrating itself
Great.
into our lives.
Yes, yes. And you wouldn't know it, and it's out of the box when I can mention it. Now you can use artificial intelligence working for you, not working with you, not working to you, working
That's
for
right.
you. Instead of you working, the AI will be working as a trade. trading in cryptocurrency, trading
Wow.
trading in your finance. So with these works as remarkable works that have been set by multiple association to have this forum as cybersecurity, you will go there. And I went and I attended to the last forums for the last
amazing.
year. It was something really remarkable, yes. And you will find there's multiple companies, multiple experts having their, trying to provide the latest development, trying to adapt and trying to take the latest work, provide it to and publish it to the people.
That's right. It's really amazing that you went personally to such a conference last year. And I think that gives you a lot of information about AI and cybersecurity. And I think also what happens is that the participants actually left with a great understanding when it comes to AI and just cybersecurity in general. But Abdul Latif, have you noticed that when AI got introduced, a lot of people were actually scared to start losing their jobs? They're like, if AI can do
Lots
this,
of people, yeah.
am I actually needed in society? And I think what we have learned lately by viewing these conferences, maybe watching stuff online and listening to people that are professionals in the field, that AI is there to help us, aid us, and it's not there to replace us.
Yes, but it's doing a lots of work and instead of a lots of people. I mean in the management of, like, let's say montaging videos. Now you can use AI.
That's right.
Editing, any types of editing, you can use AI. Even as a cleaner, now cleaner in some facilities I saw some videos in social media. In the Far East, the generators they're no longer cleaners.
Yes.
Now it's an AI machine having all of the supplies and having all of the materials, and it's cleaning everything, cleaning the bathrooms, cleaning the alleys, and everywhere. So with that being said, it's not only about digital work. Now AI, it's coming out to the real world. It's coming out to assist. So the aim of this forum is actually notable. Highlight the unveiling cutting-edge technologies set to define the technological landscape, from the AI-driven threats, dedicated systems to innovation solutions, and also data privacy, which is the most important thing. I have most of my paperwork, most of my information now is digitalized. So we need the cybersecurity for it.
We do, and that's something that Dr. Safa Zaman really did focus on, which is how can we use digital ground against evolving cyber security? How can we forever protect ourselves and just feel deeply safe? Because as you said, all your papers, everything about you is in digital form. So if you just think about it, before, when we went to the airport, we'd have a printed online ticket, our passport, and a few documents. Well, right now, all you need is your phone and your passport, and you are able to get on your plane. So I think that says a lot on how much our documents, all our important stuff that should be really secure, are on our phones, laptops, and just
not only that,
in the cloud.
Rita, it's actually not only that. Do you see the games that you play on your on your phone, or any other types of technological device that you have in your house? Most of the games, where there's like a computer been playing with you.
Exactly.
There's some of the games that you play when you play some games. Now there is the NPCs. Now it's been actually upgraded with an AI. So it's like a real person you can interact with, you can communicate with, you can ask it by some things to know about the games, and it can provide you solutions. And there are some threats.
Absolutely.
There are some threats, because if you want to look to the past few years, there are some threats to the international bank. We have some threats to every bank. Some people their money been stolen. There are some attempts almost every year to every person, like they had some threat with the cybersecurity.
That's right.
So with the latest upgrade, with the latest device and latest. I think it's really important, because we need to feel safe. And with these forums that's been with Dr. Safa Zaman as the keynote speaker, she actually concluded a sense of collective optimism provided to the atmosphere regarding to the trajectory of technological, and also with the participant, they left with a profound understanding to the latest cybersecurity, knowing more about the threats and also about the advantage that they can have.
Which is really important, because with everything there is advantages and disadvantages.
Yes.
And maybe it's great to be able to hear different songs that are made by AI. For example, you like a specific singer, you know, and you'd love to hear them sing another artist's song. This has happened lately on social media.
I was afraid when I heard it.
Exactly, and it's like very accurate. I cannot explain to you, but that could also be a threat to us. That also means that using our voice, AI can create any clip or any sound of us talking.
Yes.
So I think that's where it's really important to actually stay aware of your surroundings, know how to ethically use AI and all these technologies, because they're here to help us not to actually create chaos in our lives.
Yes, because I was afraid when I heard that there are some songs. My friend came to me and he said to me, I believe, listen to this song by this singer. I thought that the singer is dead.
Right.
And he didn't know. So I told him, no, the singer is dead. He said, no, there's a new song. It was an AI song. An AI took his voice and tried to make the song with it, and it was 100% right on the sound. So I was afraid that, the first thing I said, I was afraid, what if someone took my sound and it was put that I said something bad to him? And then he can like sue me and he can win the case against me while I didn't do anything.
That's
so,
right.
As you mentioned, Rita, we need to take care of how we use it, because it is really dangerous.
Definitely.
And of course, with that, we conclude our first topic for today. And now we will jump to the second topic, but we have this short report. So for you, our viewers, stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Hello dear viewers tuning in, my name is Nasser Borshed and I'm at the National Library of Kuwait attending the 61st anniversary of the Kuwait Constitution aligned with the auditory constitution. So let's go in and we'll check it out.
Abdurrahman Al-Adwani, despite being visually impaired, stands as a vibrant and impactful member of the community. He has transformed his disability into a driving force, motivating him to serve society by turning the unseen images into audible voices. As Kuwait celebrated the 61st anniversary of the issuance of its constitution, the National Library honored Abdurrahman Al-Adwani for his remarkable achievement. He undertook the task of converting the Kuwaiti constitution, making it accessible not only in written form, but also in a format that could be heard.
Actually, it's something we all proud about or of. Because we may be the only Arabic country who has constitution, which is our fourth defense, our fourth, power, because constitution means rights for everybody and equality. And we are very proud of what Abdurrahman Al-Adwani did.
In a world often dominated by visual experiences, Abdurrahman's initiative brings a unique perspective by making essential documents inclusive and accessible to everyone. By converting the Constitution into an audible format, he has broken barriers and ensured that even those who cannot see can actively engage with and understand the foundational principles of their country.
Achievement, international achievement, world record in terms of narrating the oral narration of the Constitution. So he's the first person to record the Constitution of his country orally. Of course, this is an achievement. Also, it's an achievement for all those with disabilities, because it shows that there is no disability if you have an objection, or if you have, not an objection, but an objective to achieve. And with this achievement, Mr. Abdurrahman Al-Adwani did achieve a great step for Kuwait for doing this international record.
Abdurrahman Al-Adwani's journey is not just about transforming text, it's a testament to resilience, determination, and the power of turning challenges into opportunities. His work reflects the spirit of inclusivity, emphasizing that every individual, regardless of physical abilities, has the potential to contribute significantly to society. Through his dedication, Abdurrahman has not only made the Constitution audible, but has also amplified the voices of inclusivity and accessibility in Kuwait's cultural landscape.
We've reached to the end of the report. What an amazing lecture and an amazing achievement. It's actually a world achievement. Today, I've learned that the auditory constitution of Kuwait is one of a kind and that is made by a Kuwaiti person. So, without further ado, back to you guys at the studio.
We are back from this report, and of course it's time for our second headline or topic for this evening. So we're going to be talking about a really great, we can say, initiative done by Abdulrahman Al-Adwani, who is a vibrant member in our community who, despite facing, we can say, visual impairment, stands tall, I can say, Abdul Latif.
Yes.
And did something that's really amazing for everyone that maybe has his kind of challenges.
Yes, and which is in the occasion of having the 61st anniversary of the Constitution of Kuwait, he made a whole forum by sound for the people who cannot read, for the people who cannot see.
Exactly.
They can hear it, and I think what he did is the most honorable thing. Because as everyone knows, in a world often shaped by a visual experience, having this experience, not to see it, but to hear it in a way that you can hear it and also feel it, this is what actually makes it even remarkable. Here in Kuwait, you can find the most humanitarian initiative in every types of the aspects of your life, of the life here in Kuwait, and of course for this honorable award that he did, which is he made the Constitution as an audio.
Exactly.
It's been actually set to the Kuwait Library, which makes it even more magical. As a digital information, you can hear it in the Kuwait Library, so you can go our reviews and you can listen to it for the people who cannot even see it.
Definitely. I think it's amazing that as Kuwait celebrated, as you said, the 61st anniversary of the Constitution, the National Library took a moment to really honor Abdulrahman Al-Adwani for his, we can say, remarkable achievement. Of course, he transformed his disability into a power. And I absolutely love when I see people doing that, Abdul Latif, because they're not just staying in their place thinking how I cannot, you know, one person cannot make a change. They really do come with the mentality of, let me help myself and everyone around me. So I think it was amazing that he was able to turn unseen images to audible voices, hence making it available to anyone with such impairment. Abdul Latif, have you seen before when you're in an elevator, there's numbers and there's the dots?
There's the dots. A lot of people will ask you, what is it, the dots? Can you tell us?
A lot of people don't know that the dots are actually there to be touched by people with visual impairment and be able to tell what floor they are picking. So example, if they want the 6th floor, they'll be able to know by touching the buttons which one is the 6th floor. So I think those little things can really help us have an inclusive community. I think due to the audible version, now a lot of them can actually become part of the society.
I think it's really wonderful, as you mentioned it. It becomes not thinking about if I can or I cannot do it. It's about the mentality. But for me personally, I think it's about the spirit itself. If I have the spirit of willing to do anything, that means you are a brave person. He transformed the whole Constitution, every word of the Constitution, into audio, and he put it in the Kuwait Library, so he didn't do it only for himself or for the people around him. No, he actually did it for the whole people in Kuwait, for everyone who can need it. A lot of people, they cannot even read. A lot of people, they can read, but they can find a little bit of problems to understand some of the words. So when you can hear it, when you can feel it, you will feel the Constitution itself protecting and having the sustainability, and I think it's really magical to have it here. Abdulrahman initiative goes beyond transformation text. It's about breaking barriers by converting the Constitution into an audible format. He ensured that even for those who cannot see, actively engage with it, comprehend and fundamental principles that shape their country, and I think it's really remarkable.
Of course, I completely agree with you. Just him initiating that kind of thing and actually getting up, doing it, recording it. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of hard work. And we don't always get the support we need by people around us, Abdul Latif. So I think it's really amazing, and he's leading the way in making information accessible for everyone, because I think we forget forget that accessibility is not just a concept, right? It's a reality for a lot of individuals in our society. But I'm really glad that we're able to see maybe society make it a safer and better place for everyone, no matter how different they are when it comes to actually going to work. For example, there's this great cafe we have here in Kuwait that is run by people with different impairments and disabilities, completely run by them. They serve the customers, they make the food and the coffee, and I think it's beautiful.
I think it's beautiful and it's magical, because going there, having if you want your coffee and going there, having this great feeling, it's actually what makes this experience a remarkable. I mean, you're not going there just for the coffee, you're going there for the experience.
Exactly.
And for a lot of people who are having this support, here in Kuwait, we have this remarkable support with all the types of people with disabilities. Either it was like visionary, hearing, or any other types of disabilities, what makes it remarkable. But here we're talking about Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman's dedication extends beyond the written word. His work reflects the spirit of inclusivity, sending a powerful message to every individuals. Regardless of physical abilities, his potential contributes significantly to the society. And I think it's an honor to have it. I don't think that a lot of countries have their constitution in a different forum, reading, and you can hear it. So I think that there's an advantage for our people and for all the world, that they can know that the most humanitarian government with its people is Kuwait.
Of course, and him just being there was an act of celebrating the 61 years of the Constitution of Kuwait, of course, here in Kuwait. So him being there obviously was a very big deal for everyone, and we're never going to forget the way he changed the way a lot of people are going to interact with the Constitution in Kuwait. He finally made these laws maybe something that anyone can, we can say, use and learn and understand due to them being in audio form, and now it could resonate with anyone in society. It's not only for people that can read or even have the luxury of reading. I think a lot of us forget that we're lucky to be able to see, talk and hear, and maybe we should wake up every single day grateful for that, because we don't need to make as much effort as other people need to. So I think it's important to remember that.
You are saying some magical words, Rita. I need to admit that. I need to admit that. You are saying something really beautiful, that we are lucky and we should appreciate the gifts that we have. It's not a normal thing. If we have it, it's not a normal thing. It's actually a gift.
Of course.
Health and being a healthy person is actually a bless, and we should always thank Allah that we have it. And this is actually what makes it even remarkable. But when we talk about Abdurrahman as a pioneer leading the way, making information accessible, I think for this commitment and for this dedication, he should be honored, and he is honored by our hearts to his dedication, to his work, because I think that it should take a long time to record, to confirm the information, to confirm that the spelling was right, so we can understand it. Because sometimes if I wanna say something, the way I say it changed the meaning as it is. So I think it's a whole different thing, and we should honor and we should thank Abdurrahman for his remarkable work. And now we have a special segment we should talk about, but we have a report for it for Sarah Al Jaber. As a dietitian, she's going to give us the whole information that we want, multiple information about the whole dietitian as a nutrition she is. So stay tuned, our viewers, and we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Al Jaber. I'm a clinical dietitian and a public health educator. Today I will talk about nutrition in general and the role of clinical dietitian. According to a number of scientific studies, the food that we eat has a significant impact on our health. So any changes in the diet can actually help to prevent or control many health problems such as obesity, diabetes, the risk factors of for example, cancer, or maybe health or heart diseases. Dietetics is the science of how food and nutrition affect human health. So this field of dietetics has a strong emphasis on public health. What's the role of the dietitian and nutritionist? The role of dietitian nutritionist is to use nutrition and food science in order to help people to improve their health. Also, nutrition and dietetic technicians, they work together with a dietitian nutritionist in order to provide a patient with the consultations. Also, they provide general nutrition education by providing or preparing the education leaflets or brochures, or maybe they do some setups or events in order to raise awareness. Also, they can work together in order to provide the patient with the right diet. If they work together in the catering sector at the health facility or hospital, they check if the right diet goes to the right patients. Also, they supervise if the patient is, for example, suffer from dysphagia, let's say, problem with swallowing. They make sure that they do the special diet together. They prepare it and they make the right condensation or texture to go to the right patient. Also, they work together in order to make sure that the health and safety or the safety of the patient is guaranteed. Also, they work with the manufacturers and they look into the recent studies as well, and the recent research and recent updates available in the nutrition field. On the other hand, the clinical dietitian actually works together with the doctor as well as the other healthcare employees like nurses, for example, and the patient. What does the clinical dietitian do? Basically, the clinical dietitian work in order to improve the patient's health through food. They prepare the diet plan together with the supervised with the physician or the doctor. They work together in order to come up with a plan that suits the patient's health. Also, they work together in order to educate that patient with the right and equip them and their health care or the caregivers. They work together with them in order to improve their health through diet. They actually amend any misconception or information related to nutrition. Also, they come up with a plan according to the patient's preferences, the patient budget as well, and if there is any allergies in the patient as well. They try to educate the patient by giving out the right leaflets or any information that may be helpful for the patient in order to improve their health outside the healthcare facility after they've been discharged. Also, if the patient needed to be tube fed, they work together with the doctor in order to select the right formula, and they calculate the number of feeds and flush. This is only under the healthcare facility or at the hospital. If the patient is better or they're going to be discharged, they also make sure that the patient is fully equipped and they get all the contact and necessary information needed in order to continue being healthy outside the hospital. I hope this information was helpful. This is not only limited, the role of the dietitian or the clinical dietitian, not only limited to what I just said, but also there are so many roles that dietitian plays in order to improve patients' health through diet and food. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you again in other episodes. Stay healthy.
Dear viewers, we are back from this, of course, segment from Sara Al-Jaber, the clinical dietitian, and she spoke a lot about diets. And I think it's really important to view these kind of segments from time to time to stay on track when it comes to your diets. And it's really important.
It is important and amazing.
To not yo-yo with your diet.
Yes, I am following the diet really hard. So having these types of information from a dietitian herself to give us these types of information, I think it's really important, and I think it's really amazing. So for you, our viewers, try to follow the advices from the experts themselves. And now we have this short report, and then we will continue with the third topic.
Yes.
So for you, our viewers, we will continue, so stay tuned.
In a fascinating journey through the cosmos, we recently embarked on a visit to the Sheikh Abdullah Salim Cultural Center's Space Museum, a futuristic place for space enthusiasts. This extraordinary museum, comprising of 4 galleries and a state-of-the-art 110-seat planetarium, transports visitors into the depths of space, unraveling the mysteries from the moon to our place in the solar system. The heart of the museum lies in its innovative design, with the planetarium serving as a celestial centerpiece. This marvel was meticulously crafted as part of the exhibition fit-out, incorporating structural development and engineering to allow it to traverse the museum's floors seamlessly. As we settled into the seats of the planetarium, we prepared for an immersive experience that promised to unveil the wonders of the universe. One of the museum's key highlights is the lifelike model of the International Space Station, the ISS. This captivating exhibit provides a unique opportunity to step into the shoes of astronauts, offering a glimpse into their daily lives aboard the ISS. As we explored the intricacies of the model, we gained valuable insights into the challenges faced by these intrepid spacefarers, from the constraints of microgravity to the complexities of sustaining human life in the vacuum of space. The Space Museum transcends traditional exhibits, offering an educational and awe-inspiring journey through the cosmos. From the inception of the universe to the latest advancements in space travel, each gallery unfolds a new chapter in the grand narrative of our cosmic existence. The combination of cutting-edge technology, immersive exhibits, and a dedication to unraveling the mysteries of the universe makes this museum a must-visit for anyone with a curiosity about the cosmos.
Welcome back, our viewers, as we delve into the third topic for today. So for the space enthusiasts, for the people who loves taking a journey in space, for the people who loves to have this experience, such as me and Rita, we loves it really so much. We didn't know that until before the interview, before the episode itself.
That's right.
Sheikh Abdullah Salim Cultural Center, it's have this space museum, and it's a really cool place that you can go with your family members, with your kids, to have this journey and to also raise the awareness for your kids for about surrounding our home planet. And I think it's really great place, and I should really visit it even more than one time.
That's right, Abdulatif. I think us as humans in general, if it's a place we're not meant to go to, we're really intrigued by it.
Yes.
So we're very intrigued by space. Since we are children, we want to know what astronauts do, what it feels like. The no gravity experience to us is mind-blowing usually. So I think it's a really great place to go. Take your family to get to learn about space. So there's a few facts about the place, Abdulatif, which is very interesting. Like the museum has 4 parts and a super fancy 110-seat planetarium. It's basically like a spaceship that takes you into space, showing you cool things about the moon and where we are even in the solar system. I think that's so interesting.
I think it's really amazing. A lot of people cannot afford, or even if they can afford it, they cannot actually go to the space. It's a pretty dangerous. Cannot be affordable for a lot of people unless you're an astronaut. So people have been asking, if I want to have this experience, Rita, especially if I'm here in Kuwait and I want to go to take a journey in space, what do I do? There is a planetarium. You know what is a planetarium?
That's right.
110 seats. You can go, take a seat, you can look up to the sky where there's a screens all around you, and you can have this remarkable journey and experience going through space. And it's not just like a scientific or like science fiction journey, no. It's actually something been approved, something been actually taken care of by the, by the scientists. themselves having to confirm this information, making a video out of it, so a lot of people can go and take the journey. And for me personally, I think it's something really remarkable. Have you went to the planetarium, Rita?
Not yet. I honestly didn't know it existed till...
A lot of people didn't know.
Exactly. So I'm very happy that I'm able to get these scripts at Around Kuwait. I'm actually finding out about a lot of destinations we can go to in Kuwait, especially when it comes to places where we can learn and not only have fun. It differs from going to a mall and having lunch and viewing a movie. Because Abdul Latif, as we said, it's like going to space by scientists. You know what I mean? You mentioned that we want to know what it feels like to be in space.
Yes.
And it's pretty impossible for us to do that because people study and train all their lives for that. So the great thing...
Since they were kids, yeah.
Definitely. It's really hard. You need to prepare yourself. You need to have a lot of determination. And there's many countless challenges, of course, that comes with even trying to go to space. It gets very unsafe too. So it's super interesting about the museum is that it's an actual model of the International Space Station.
It is.
So I think it's the closest you're going to get to see what astronauts do every day and the kind of challenges they even face.
Yes, you know that you can have the whole experience how they live, like the whole experience, how they live, like what they eat. You can see their suits, their astronaut suits, and you can see all of the types of objects and materials that they are using. You can see it, the real model itself from the space station. I think that there is some reason been made behind all of this experience, not just to raise the awareness. I think it's an opportunity if you are a parent, if you have children, and you want for them to succeed on their life and to be proud of them, and for them to be proud of themselves. Take them to the planetarium.
That's
take them
right.
to the space museum. So grow and plant the seed of loving space, and with that they can have this dream and they can work on it, and you don't know, on the future they may be an astronaut, they can make it.
Of course.
Don't let them dream it. Let them have them on their imagination and try to help them and try to support them step by step as a real parents would do, and be with them until they can become what they are dreamed of as an astronaut. So with that, the Space Museum is not like any other space museum, or not like any other space facilities that can have this experience. No, it's actually something different, something remarkable. Take your kids, take the family members. I don't think it's that high expensive, because Abdullah Salim Cultural Center is actually all of the experience that you can have there with a really cheap tickets, just like something affordable by the whole family members. So go, have fun.
I think that was very well said, Abdul Latif,
Thank you.
because that's the only way our children will be able to know if being an astronaut is something really for them, because a lot of us sometimes even study things that we don't end up working in. For example, I know a lot of architects that are doing other things.
Yes.
So I think that's a great way to implement if someone wants to be an astronaut, and even
You
let's
should
say
have the experience. Rita.
exactly.
They
can live the experience.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, if I want to be like an architect, or if I want to be like an electrical engineer, I should have the experience. I should go to a museum, or I should go to an engineer himself. And I said to them, give me the experience. I want to know what I'm going to do.
The good and the bad.
Yes. The advantage, the disadvantage from that, because even to our students, if you want to study something, finishing from high school, go and you want to find a major, don't read the major itself. Try to have the experience, so you can have this remarkable experience, so you can know what you are going into.
That's right. And while we're talking about all of this, you know what I just remembered? Do you remember when we were children, our parents used to stick on the ceiling those, we can say, plastic star-shaped and moons?
That can light on the night. Did you have it?
Definitely. I think all of us did.
I thought that I'm the only one.
All of us did, and it was really exciting when we would go to sleep at night, they'd switch off the lights, and it would feel like you know, we're actually looking at the sky, or we're in space viewing all the moons and the stars and everything. So I think as humans, we've always been really intrigued by space.
So we, all of us, we did our own museum.
Exactly.
In a
at
way.
home. We tried.
So no, we didn't try. We actually did it. And I think it's one of the reasons that in the early, in 2009, 2008, I was searching on YouTube for videos about the astronauts. So I was taking some knowledge about, let's say, the black hole, the Milky Way, the solar system, and it was something really remarkable. But with that, we conclude and conclude the whole episode itself. So a little bit a faster brief about the topics that we had for today, where we have the Tech Revolution, Kuwait's annual AI and Cybersecurity Forum, the importance of cybersecurity, and the threat that you can have from the AI.
That's right, Abdulatif, and dear viewers, we also had Abdurrahman Al-Adwani, transforming disabilities into inclusive narratives. Abdulatif, that was a very important topic and subject to talk about this evening, and hopefully we can see this kind of exclusivity more.
I think that this activity was one of the most remarkable, one of the most beautiful, as you mentioned it. You said that it was beautiful. But before I jump to the third topic, there's something my colleague and my co-host Rita, you mentioned something really beautiful, which is we have to thank God, thank Allah for the blessings, for the gifts that we have. Being a healthy person is not normal. Being a healthy person, being a person who can stand up, being a person who can I can do all my duties without breaking a sweat, and being able to do everything that I can do is actually not something normal. It's a bless, it's a gift. And we should always pray on it. We should always thank Allah for these gifts that we have already.
Of course.
And with that, we conclude our second topic really quick. So for the third topic, we talked about the Space Museum in Abdullah Salim Cultural Center. I think it's a magical place. Rita, you should go there.
Definitely.
You should have this experience, yes.
I can tell Abdulatif that you were really excited about the last topic we discussed and about space. You had a lot of information, so I think you should really explore being an astronaut maybe one day.
I will make my son as an astronaut because I will try to plant the seed on him. I will try to let him love space, and after that, if he wanted to be an astronaut, I'm going to support him.
I can really see you pushing him towards that. I think if I go to the museum, you're going to be there with your son. I'm definitely going to be seeing that for sure. Well, Abdulatif, it was my pleasure to be hosting with you this evening.
And I think it was really remarkable to be your co-host for the first time, and I think it was really magical. And thank you, Rita, for being my co-host. And with that, our viewers, our episode has come to an end. And remember, for after these three topics, every day there are more and more topics. So we will see you for tomorrow. And goodbye for now.